A young girl was sold to a nightclub by a relative. She had to start scrubbing floors and cleaning toilets before dawn every day. The glamorously dressed hostesses in the club bossed her around, treating her like a servant they could order at will. The nightclub owner never showed her a kind face either, often yelling at her over minor issues and even taking out the customers' frustrations on her. One evening, a fierce argument broke out in a private room. A drunk customer got into a shouting match with the hostess, smashing bottles and glasses. She was called in to clean up the mess, but the drunk customer kept throwing things. A flying shard of glass cut the girl's cheek. Yet the owner didn't take her to the hospital. He just casually disinfected the cut and put a bandage on it. She felt wronged and heartbroken. In this cold, unwelcoming place, she didn't even dare to cry aloud. The only flicker of hope in her life came from two middle-aged men who worked as debt collectors. A few months earlier, Sung-hee and her mother had first attracted the attention of these two men. Her parents had taken out a high-interest loan, but then her father ran off with the money, leaving mother and daughter unable to repay the debt. To avoid the collectors, her mother had no choice but to move from place to place with Sung-hee. Seeing that the debt remained unpaid, the debt collectors forcibly took Sung-hee from the street, treating her as collateral for the loan. Forced into their car, Sung-hee cried bitterly. One of the men tossed her a small toy, trying to calm her down. They told her, "We will send you back as soon as your mother repays the money." But Sung-hee didn't believe them. When they weren't paying attention, she quietly opened the car door and escaped. She ran desperately, somehow managing to lose the two grown men who were chasing her. Then she hid in a dark alley. That night, she found her way back home from memory, only to see a police car parked outside. She wisely hid in the shadows, waiting until the police left before sneaking inside. But the house was empty. Her mother was gone. She waited alone all night, but her mother still hadn't returned by daybreak. What she didn't know was that her mother, while trying to borrow money from a phone booth, had been caught by immigration officers. Sung-hee's parents were both illegal immigrants. Her mother was detained and faced deportation. Just like that, Sung-hee missed her final chance to see her mother and lost her only guardian. The next day, she packed a few clothes and decided to search all the places she had ever visited with her mother. Meanwhile, the debt collector also went to the immigration detention center. Sung-hee's mother begged him to look after her daughter for a few days. She said the girl's uncle would come to repay the debt and pick up Sung-hee. She left a photo of herself with her daughter and a pager as a final keepsake for the girl. Hoping to eventually recover the money, the collector didn't tell her that Sung-hee was already missing. He quietly accepted this request, internally resolving to find the little girl as soon as possible. Sung-hee searched outside all day. She was utterly exhausted, but she stubbornly kept walking. Then a suspicious homeless man noticed her. After failing to coax her, he tried to drag her away by force. As she struggled desperately,